Guys, we got some good news, we got some bad news. Now, the bad news is this entire month of May for us has been pretty awful individually and as a team. As a team, we have not had much success in these series, and in fact have come close to being swept in a couple of them. Thankfully, that hasn't been the case, but still, we've come pretty close to it after having a pretty hot start to the season. And individually, despite the fact that we have had a couple of home runs and our batting average has actually improved a little bit, we have not had a lot of success on the mound. And we haven't had a win all month. And in fact, our last win was back in April to the Smokies. So it has been quite a while since we've been able to pick up a win, and we are sitting at 3-3. Not great, especially considering the fact that we were much better, obviously, in MLB The Show 24, even in the minor leagues. And again, we weren't that great in the minor leagues back then either, but this has been pretty rough. Maybe it's the fact that we have to put some skill points into the hitting stats and the fielding stats as well, but whatever the case may be, we need to figure out the problem and we need to fix it really quickly. But the good news is, there's only 2 days left in this month, which means hopefully we can put all of the woes that we had in May completely behind us as we get into June. But again, we do have 2 games left, and one of them is going to be a start where we can potentially pick up our only win of May, and we definitely need it. Now, since it's going to be Game 4 against the Biscuits, we are 2-1 against them so far in this series, and hopefully we can come out with a big win right here because, again, I really want to get up to 4-3. I do not want to drop to 3-4, so hopefully we can actually go out onto the mound and help our own cause as well. Now, we're going to be facing someone who is 2-0 this season, has an incredible ERA, and actually has a good amount of strikeouts as well, so we need to make sure that we're hot in the batter's box, and not just that, but we really need to limit the mistakes that we have on the mound. Hopefully that colder part of the lineup from like 4 to 8 is going to be a cakewalk for us, although I don't necessarily know really how easy that's going to be. Didn't realize he only has like an 89 mile an hour fastball. But we do got 2 outs, guy on first here, and we have a chance to knock him in. A little late on that one after a really slow fastball on that first pitch, and we just need to make sure that we don't go down in 3. But anything near the zone we need to just fight off at the very least. As that one's not even close, that almost hits us. Come on, man, you got to hang in the box and be able to take that one off the shin. Well, no, maybe we shouldn't do that since we're on the mound, but neither here nor there. Really early on that changeup. Should have waited back on that a little bit more, but I was a little worried he was going to blow a fastball by us. That's all right. Handful of pitches down this at bat, and we are not going to win as we swing at that slider way out of the zone. But we will clean that up. Again, I'm chalking that up to just being the first at bat of the day for me. So let's go. Let's see if we can do some really good stuff here on the mound. Thankfully, that should be caught in left. Thankfully, it is. A little worried that that was going to be taken deep because of the fact that that was early and that was just kind of drifting over the middle of the zone. So glad that we didn't get punished for that, and let's just make sure that we don't have that happen anymore, as that 2-seam is going to be just a little bit low, and unfortunately do not pick up the strike on that, but that foul ball is going to make it a 1-1 count. And honestly, I think we're going to go fastball up and in, but make sure to keep it in the zone, just jam him. Well, that didn't look like he was jammed at all, but thankfully the left fielder gets there. But man, that's yikes. That's okay though. Again, as long as we're not being punished right now, I'm fine with that. We just, again, need to make sure that we clean it up throughout the game, as that was a great slurve. Just unfortunate that we couldn't keep that in the zone. Thankfully, we do keep that one in the zone, but that one does go foul, thankfully, because if not, more than likely it would have been a double. And again, it would have been with 2 outs, so we could have accepted that. Horrible rotation on that split. I agree. Let's go with the slurve. We got to bring that kind of in the zone, though, especially on a 2-1 count. But no, unfortunately, that being just late is going to make that a little low as well. And now 3-1. Just get it in the zone. Thank you. And now full count, 2 outs. He wants to go change up. Let's do that. Let's kind of bring that out. But again, you want to keep that in the zone. Get him chase. He doesn't even take the bat off his shoulder. Wow. Surprised. Got the 4-hitter now, though. Just make sure he doesn't get anything. Wow. Into the outfield, as that one should have been a strike, but unfortunately that leaves it 1-0. Thankfully the foul ball makes it 1-1, but instead, again, should be an 0-2 count. There we go. Saws that one off, and that is going to be foul. Thank you for not catching that, because now I want to strike him out with the slurve. There we go. Thankfully we get out of the inning, and hey, we'll take a strikeout. makes up for the guy who ended up getting walked, right? I don't necessarily know how logical that is, but I'm going to just go with that. Let's go. We end up picking up 2 runs in that inning. Wow, guys, let's go. Oh, man, I'm touched. It's the first time you guys have given me any kind of run support in quite a while. Again, I think it's been about a month, and we've usually been playing from behind. But now, our job is obviously to make sure that we hold this lead. Now, 1-2 count. We're going to elevate this one a little out of the zone. You guys know how it is. Yeah, that's all right. Still great placement. He wants to go fastball again. We're going change up down and out. Get him to chase. Thank you very much. Whoa! Oh, I thought he overthrew him. Do you see the trajectory on the ball when he let go of it? Sorry, I thought that ball was just getting sailed over his head. Either way, that is going to be a strikeout. Great way to go back to back, even though that was kind of on the bookend. Come on, you got me, man. Nope. Just a little late. Yeah, that will be a single. That was a great attempt by the first baseman. Either way, it was going to be a single. But unfortunately, just couldn't make the spectacular play. At least we were over there, you know? That's all right. 7-hitter now. Swinging at a circle change that was nowhere near the zone. Now we're going fastball up high.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And you guys know what the fastball up high sets up for. We're going to try to reduce the amount of times that we do this in the majors, but in the minors, it's going to work all the time. Well, maybe not all the time, but especially in situations like that, so like a 7-hitter, usually that should work out. You gotta love that sequence. Again, once we get up to the majors, we'll switch that up a little bit. We'll still end up using it, but again, we need to bring other sequences in. As surprised he swung at that split, that probably would have been called the ball. But thankfully, that was not the case, and that slurve gets in the zone as well. And now we're going to jam him up and in. Saw something off. Let's go. Look at that little swing right there. You'll love that. You knew he was looking for something down and out, but nope, fooled him. And let's go. No outs guy on first. You'll love to see it in the 3rd inning here. Boom! Right down the line, baby. That should be a double. Oh, you bet it will be. Get up there. Yeah, he's going to stop at 3rd, but let's go. 2nd and 3rd with no outs. And we got 5, 6, 7 coming up. Feel great about this. Let's go, Liam. I got faith in you, buddy. 2-1 count. This one's either getting buried or he hits this one in play. Why are you making me see it? But usually it's a play where something happens, right? Where they actually like kind of doesn't matter. As long as he drives us in, I'm going to be happy. Or as long as he gets walked and we get the bases loaded with no outs, I'll be pretty happy too. All right, let's go, Mark. You're hitting 301. Let's see if you can keep that above 300. As he takes that one in the outfield. Oh no, why did I do this? Good throw. You know what? He got revenge on us for us striking him out last inning. You know what I mean? That's okay. Hey, you know what? It's 3-0. We love that, as that should have been called a strike. That was in the strike zone pretty much the entire way. But unfortunately finishes out of the zone. And that just gets sawed off, and a little weak liner over to first. And Battles ends up lining out. Let's go. Top of the order yet again. Start with the fastball here.
That's the ball.
It was a good pitch, though. Realistically. Let's go fastball up and in. I'm going to keep throwing fastballs until we get a strike. And thankfully, there it is right there. He wants to go fastball again. I disagree. We're going split. We don't get a lot of break on this. So let's keep that at the bottom of the zone like that. That's going to produce a ground ball. I thought it was going to potentially produce a swing and a miss. But no, we'll take a ground out. Makes things a little more efficient. We're at 34 pitches through 2 2/3. Let's see if we can get out of this one before we hit 40. Which realistically we should, as long as we get this guy out. There we go. That was a horrible circle change, but you know what? We get the edge strike. I appreciate that. Split. Oh, that's beautiful. Now you know what we go with here? He's seen down and away a lot. Go fastball up and in. You jam him. Remember that swing to end the inning last inning? Yeah. Getting that right here too. Okay, well, at least that sets up for down and away. Gonna make me throw one extra pitch. What an ass. There we go. He just looks at that one, and that's the end of the third. So we're really cruising along here as we get into the fourth inning. Still 3-0. As long as we just keep this lead, I am going to be extremely happy. I agree. Let's go with that changeup down and in. Get him to swing at that. Beautiful. He's seen 2 down. I know. I love going with this slurve right here, too. But no, you got to go up and in on this. All right. Because at the very least, then that sets up for the slurve. And do you see that fastball? Hit 92. Let's go. Someone's a little angry. There we go. That's a beautiful pitch. That's a great sequence right there. Again, I think he might have gotten contact if we would have thrown the slurve a pitch earlier. So, glad we went with the fastball. I know it's kind of a waste pitch, but thought maybe he would swing at it. And even so, it ended up really setting up for later. So, you gotta love it.
1-1.
Can't really love that circle change down and in, though. That's all right. We'll get that slurve a little earlier. That's beautiful. And now we jam him again. Come on. Sit him down. Sorry, Will. You're going to have to go take a seat back on that bench. Let's go. Let's finish this inning in style. Oh, man, that circle change looked really good, but unfortunately, just a little bit low. Oh, no. Thank God he was not looking for the split. You saw that little, like, kind of lollygagging swing that he had. You know he's looking for something else. But there we go. 1-2 count. We'll go fastball up and in. Finish him. That was just a great inning right there. Love that. Love the way that we got out of that. Best part is in the 5th inning, we got a guy on second base with no outs. Let's see if we can get another good at bat here. As we don't, that's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. And in one pitch, we are unfortunately out. But that's okay because not only is this going to be like a really good game on the mound for us, but our offense picked up another couple. We got a 5-0 lead here. And I feel very confident for where we're at in this game right now. I've not felt this confident in the 5th inning since probably MLB The Show 24, realistically. So let's keep this up. See if we can get a good slurve here. That's perfect. 1-2 count. He's seen a lot down. We've been striking guys out on that fastball. Let's do it again. Great spot, though.
2-2.
Let's go change. He's going to be looking fastball again. How many consecutive strikeouts is that now? Yeah, quite a bit. Hey, here's the guy that threw us out from left. I know you're getting revenge on us, but we got to get a little more revenge on you. We're going to go 2 consecutive fastballs? Who is this guy? Who is this? Oh, you're going for... Oh. Oh, bro, now we really need to get some revenge on you. Come on. Get him out. There it is. Yeah. You're going to try to bunt on me on an 0-1 count. Sit back down, buddy. Who does he think he is? Great first pitch right there. I swear to God I'm still on Legend. I swear. In fact, here, I just to show you. Just to show you. Where are we at? Where's General? Pitching difficulty. We're on Legend. Again, we might have to up the hitting difficulty from Hall of Fame up to Legend soon, but we're going to keep that where it is. But thankfully, I think that just means that we're pitching better. I'm hoping that our stat increases are really helping quite a bit as we don't get the slurve on that one. But still, really, really happy with the way we've been performing on the mound today. Lots of strikeouts, and they've not had a lot of strong contact. Beautiful. That is a great way to end the 5th. And because we are only at 63 pitches, we're staying in for the 6th, which means as long as we get out of this one, that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a quality start. And that's always what you strive for when you go out there in these games. Come on, we got to keep going for it. Get him out of here. And on 3 strikes, too. That's awesome. You'll love that. We've just been dealing in this game. And we are not slowing down in the 6th inning, despite the fact that that circle change is going to be a little low. That ruins our chances at the immaculate inning. But it's not to say that we still can't get out of this and retire them in order, you know? Let's get it. That is a beautiful slurve. Bro, I was going to say, it would have been a shame if he didn't swing at that, because That was just perfect.
That hit him. Batter, take your base.
He leaned into that, man. Let's be completely honest, right? You saw him go like, he was right here and went, like that. It's kind of what I wanted to do on that one at bat where he threw inside. That's all right. You know what? One base runner isn't going to ruin things for us. We've had, I think, 3 base runners today, and one of them has been by walk and one of them has been hit by pitch. So, again, not like they're making contact or great contact on us when they do. So, let's get out of this. Let's just do this ourselves. Can we please just do this ourselves? Let's go Slurve one more time. Keep that in the zone. Boom, baby. Sit him down. Carson goes down. And now we got 2 outs. We do not have to worry about a double play. We just need to make sure that we end up getting him out. I know we're starting to get tired, which means that coach probably is not going to put us out there for the 7th. Which is very unfortunate, but I can understand. No. Can we get foul? Damn it, I wanted to pick up one more strikeout. Still, not bad. Great way to end the 6th. If that really is where we end the day, extremely happy with our outing. Well, it's going to be a little while before we find out. We getting it back quickly, and we swing in another one like that, and that's just going to be a ground out to the shortstop. At least we had a great double earlier in the game, and at least we picked up a really good win on the mound, as long as we don't give up any in the bullpen. Because it is going to be Adam Lasky coming in. Got a 4.26 ERA, but honestly, we got a nice cushion. I think he can get through this. And thankfully, we pretty much did, but we get one more at bat. Get out. Kidding, that's not even going to be close. Yeah, that's okay though. Made decent contact on that one, but we did not see a lot of pitches today. Well, at least we didn't in the batter's box. We saw a lot on the mound because, again, we were dealing there, and thankfully, we do end May with at least 1 win on the mound, and we end up going to 4-3. And look at this stat line. 6 innings pitched, only 1 hit, 1 walk, obviously that one hit by pitch, 0 earned runs, 12 strikeouts in 6. We averaged 2 strikeouts per inning in that game. And let me tell you, we needed a bounce back game, and that was exactly what we needed right there. Now, I'm not going to lie, after our last couple starts, I was a little worried that we were, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess kind of losing our edge a little bit. We just weren't the same pitcher that we were. Maybe that the two-way player was kind of taken away from our pitching ability. But no, after that last one, I feel pretty damn good. So let's go out there. We're going to be the DH in this one. Let's have some fun in the batter's box. And let's just go out there and do our best. I mean, at this point, we've won the series. You know what I mean? Everything after this is going to be gravy. And now we got first and second with 1 out. No, we look at that fastball out. No, you need to bring that over the plate a little bit more, buddy. We're not going to be fooled by that as I swing at a slider way out of the zone on this next one. Probably. Nope. We hit that in the center. He gets a good jump on it, but ends up diving and just missing it. If you count that as an error, I'm going to be so upset. Oh, he ends up getting in. We get the RBI as well. That's awesome. I did not see him actually going for home. I wonder why the guy didn't go for third at that point. Either way, we end up hitting that one in the outfield. And great single right there. Great way to start the game, especially in the rain. Man, I wish there were more people in the seats, man. This is actually a pretty cool ballpark, I'm not going to lie. As unfortunately,
He's out. He's good.
I meant to slide, but we went back to first. That's okay. No double play on that one, at least. And thankfully, I think that guy did score. But now we got a guy on second with no outs yet again. Let's make a big difference in this one, too. There it is. Perfect. That's going to be another RBI. As no, I think we're going to stay on first. Although we might have been able to make it. Especially considering the fact that he missed the cutoff, man. But there we go. 2 RBI in this game. You'll love to see it. Let's take a big lead. We're not going to steal, but, you know. Oh, maybe.
1 ball.
Yeah, you bet we're going to take second on that one.
He's safe.
Boom. I know we advance on the wild pitch. That's not a stolen base, but come on. At least we get to second. We get into scoring position. I feel like we're in a good spot here. 1-2 count. Come on, at least advance me to third.
3.
I was gonna say that's what we usually do, but no, we don't look at the we don't look at strike 3. We usually swing through it. But Ooh. Nice pitch on that one. But not quite in the zone. And now we got first and second with only one out. But an 0-2 count right here. At the very least, can you, again, just put the ball in play? Yeah, it was a bad decision. I don't know why I went on that one. I was trying to figure out what happened, and by the time I figured it out, it was just way too late. All right, but with our speed, if we were going to make it home, we would have had to go, and then I forgot about the fact that that did not bounce. That looked like it was just a little liner. Either way, we're still up 4-0. Happy about that. We did miss that little pitch in the zone. Yeah, a little cut. Nice pitch on that one. Do get pretty decent contact, but unfortunately it's right to the second baseman. But at least in the 7th inning, we had a chance to, I don't know, get on base yet again, as we should not have swung at that one, but damn, we hit that one a mile foul. Whoa, never mind, that didn't even go out of play. Thankfully, we do have a 4-0 lead, so at this point, oh my gosh, why are you swinging at that curve? Actually, that could have been a nice little hit, but unfortunately, we didn't wait back. Thank you. It looks like we went, if you look down there in the corner. That's okay, I'm not going to argue. There we go. That's going to be caught by the center fielder, I would imagine. But still, nice deep hit ball, though. And I kind of wish that we would have actually hit the ball, you know, actually in play and gotten on base, because that would have actually given us a little more cushion, because we almost dropped that game. But we still end up winning 4-3. You'll love to see that. I think we have one more game against them in this series, but it's not coming until June. As if that's a long ways away. That's literally tomorrow. It's just Sunday. Well, let's go. We're going to be at third base in this game. We are batting fourth again. This guy's 6-2. Let's see if we can cool this guy off. I mean, thankfully for us, no one on our team is cold right now. I should not have swung at that change to start. Oh, I didn't see there was a guy on third. Oh, we need to knock this guy home. Come on now. Something in the zone for us. Great fastball. I don't know why I was expecting off speed. But now we're in a big hole. 0-2 count. Oh, no way we're swinging at that one. You saw that break right out of his hand, and you could tell it was just going to frisbee out. Come on, something a little better than that. I thought that was going to be off speed. That was a fastball in the zone. We just swing way too late. That's okay, because we're going to make up for it right here. We are down 3-0, but at the same time, yikes, nice changeup on that one. But at the same time, it's still pretty early in the game. Again, we can spark a rally at some point. We got no outs. Come on, just get a little base knock. Gosh, and that was the pitch to do it on, too. I'm just not clocking these pitches right now. Come on, can you be a little faster with your windup? That's kind of what's throwing me off a little bit. Solid contact, but the right fielder didn't really even have to take a step. That went right to him. Now, come on, now here's a place where we really thrive. Right here at third base. We're going to get that on the short hop. And we're going to get that right over there. And we got the assist. And honestly, if we could just knock this guy out of the game, I feel like we could do much better as a team. Again, this guy's been really great on the mound all season, so I'm not surprised. But thankfully, we do end up getting the 2-out single right up the middle. We failed because we didn't hit a double or better, but honestly, I really like the contact that we ended up having on that one. Now, come on, Rosario. Come on, just a base hit here. Yep, we're going to take second. There we go. And now we got ourselves in scoring position. Which means a nice little gapper is going to score us. I hope. Shouldn't say that, but 2 outs here, which means we're running no matter what. There we go. But right to the third baseman. Hey, at least we gave ourselves a chance. And now let's see if we can just turn 2 here. Why not? Oh, we tried to dive for it. Couldn't get it. Get me over here at third. He's not coming, but still. It was a nice attempt, but just couldn't get to it. Oof, and that is not putting us in a good spot here in the 9th. As we're leading off this inning, but we got a 5-0 deficit. And we're swinging silly at a slider. Try saying that 10 times fast. Because I definitely couldn't. Probably couldn't even do it 5 times. Come on. Good pitch here. Thank you. Something a little closer. And at least we can kind of clock that 2-seam now. Looks like he's only got a 4-seam, a 2-seam, and a slider. So hopefully that'll make it a little easier to guess at what he's throwing. But unfortunately, we couldn't do anything with that. Wow, we got pretty far, I'm not going to lie. But unfortunately, no, I think that's going to be the end of the game now. It was. We would end up scoring 1, but nope. But you know what? We ended up winning the series. That's all we could ask for. And even though this isn't the greatest start to June, hopefully our tides are going to turn in June. Things ended up going a little better at the end of May. Saw our last start was really great. So let's hope that, again, that can just continue into this next month. The good news is we are going to be getting into the series against the Clingstones, which is a team we are 2-0 against as a pitcher. So hopefully when we get into our start on Thursday, we can end up picking up our 5th win. But needless to say, these first 2 games of the series, we are going to be at DH and third. And hopefully, again, we can have a really, really great performance in the batter's box. Thankfully, again, we do end up having a practice here. And we're going to be working... God, I would love to work on that control. You can tell it's really helped out quite a bit. But I need to work on the break of that split. You guys saw the last time we were throwing it, we just weren't getting any break whatsoever. And we can't be having that. Especially if we want that to be an out pitch at some point. Yeah, no, we need to be a lot better than that. But again, we are back at third. We are in the 4-hole. And thankfully, this guy looks like he's a little easier to hit. He's 1-6 on the season. Yes, only a 3.17 ERA. And a good amount of strikeouts. But I feel like we can go out there. Hopefully we can clock his pitches. And hopefully we can get a couple good base hits. And you know what's crazy? As we're now in the field with 2 outs here in the first. Is we're actually leading the team. Damn. We need to hit the cutoff. There we go. No, come on. That was right on target. Are you kidding? I thought that was right there. I guess maybe we're outside the target just a little. But I was going to say that we're actually leading the team in home runs and RBI. Crazy, right? But I guess maybe that's why we're in the 4-hole. And maybe that's why we're not doing great as a team this season either. Either way, though, hey, 1-0. I know we just saw that 1 run come in, but 2 outs. Guy on first. I don't know why I was pushing the PCI to the outside, but that's totally on me. I don't know why. Probably because I thought it was a off speed. But there we go. At least we hit it through the infield. Maybe didn't get him to third or score him or anything like that, but at the very least, we got into first, or got into second. So we got first and second to kind of end this inning right here. Let's go, Rosario. You're only hitting 224 now, but I have faith you can hit us in. Let's see what happens. There we go. Come on, bobble it. Yeah, I know. That wasn't really going to be an option. But still, at least we got on base. And unfortunately, they ended up picking up another run. So 2-0 now. And 2 outs as well. Oh, my. Should have seen that break out of the hand. Kind of saw the kind of rotation to it. A little bit different than a 4-seam. You know what I mean? We need to go a little higher on that. And we were just late, too. So, it's alright. That's how we ended the third. But hey, we have plenty of game left. And we're going to need every last bit of that. Because in the 6th, still, no runs. As that should have been taken deep. That was a great fastball. That was exactly where we wanted it to. Now we got to beware of the slider, I feel. Nope. He hits that right down the middle. Come on. Can we get enough on it? No, that's warning track power. But unfortunately, not quite out. That, again, was just great contact, but just not enough. As we're setting up for the bunt here. Yeah, we'll hit him at first. Why not? Make sure you're on target. There we go. Yes, obviously the guy advances to second, as I think that's what he wanted to do with 1 out. But still, we can get out of this inning. And not only did we get out of the inning, but we ended up picking up 2 runs. 2-2 in the 8th. It's a brand new ball game. Let's see if we can make something happen here. As please get out of play. Please get out of play. Thank you. It didn't get out of play, but at least, at least that was not caught. Looks like we grounded into 3 double plays tonight. It's not going to happen here. Not on my watch, damn it. We're not allowing that to happen. Come on. Base knock. Anything to the outfield right here. Great slider. Great slider. That's okay. 1-2 count. Wow, he got me on that circle change. Oh, that was a foul ball. Sorry, obviously I don't have headphones on, so I couldn't hear that. I didn't hear the tip at all. That's okay. No, we don't swing at that fastball high. Look at that. So many twos. 2-2 with 2-2. I loved it. Let's go. That means we're going to have a good hit right here. As we swing at the slider, and I need to shut the f*** up sometimes. And now we find ourselves in the field here in the top of the 10th. 2 outs. Let's go. Make a difference. Gun him at home. Gun him at home. No, I'm getting him at home. No, we didn't have enough time. Probably should have went to second on that one, but now it's 3-2. Hopefully we can get in the batter's box one more time to make a difference. As we do get that opportunity. Let's go. Up the middle. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Not the strongest hit, but we get the walk-off. Let's go. Again, not an impressive display in this game, but we definitely came through when it made a difference. And let's go. We'd pick up the walk-off win when we were just behind and trailing this entire game. I wish we would have made more solid contact than that, but honestly, by any means necessary, am I right? And now for the last game of this video, we're back in the DH spot because we need to get prepared for our start in, I guess tomorrow, which is going to be the first game of the next video. But we're going to get prepped for that. But let's go. We're back in the 4-hole. 2 outs guy on first. Change up down in, and yikes. Great pitch, though. And great way to start off the at-bat. I take that back for that pitch because that was nowhere close. Thankfully for us. So come on, something a little closer. Right here, buddy. There we go. And unfortunately, that is to the shortstop. And that is how we end the first inning. Good solid contact, unfortunately, right to a guy. All right, here we go. No outs, guy on first. Just no double plays. Good contact. But unfortunately, that is going to be caught in right field. But come on, we're set up for success on this one. Are you kidding? Bases loaded. I know there are 2 outs, but a base knock scores 2. We need to wait back a little earlier on that changeup. But, nope. Instead, we embarrassed ourselves on that. Give me something good. Nope, we are not swinging with that slider. Even if that would have been called the strike, no. That was a good layoff. I'm glad. Let's go. 1-1. He made up for that last slider on that one. Great pitch. Now, come on. We need to be more disciplined. Thank you. All right. At least we made contact and we sawed that one off. But come on. Dude, we're down by 1 in the 5th. This is such an important at-bat. Don't choke. All right. Well, that's kind of choking. At the very least, we put it into play, and we gave him an opportunity to make an error, but nope. Now we got a chance to tie it at the very least, but man, the way we've been hitting today, I don't feel very confident in that. Thankfully, I think this is the first time we've been ahead in a count since, I don't know. I don't know the last time we were this ahead in a count. 2-0 even? Who is this guy at the plate? Can't believe he has that kind of discipline up there. Come on. Damn it. I said we had discipline, and then I swing at something like that. That might be the last at-bat that we have today, but I'm hoping we get one more chance. Well, we will, but we're potentially the last batter of the game. Good slider. Good slider. A little early on that one. Damn it. That's going to be game. Good solid contact, but pop out to the right fielder. And after being the hero in the last game, we end up ending this one. We go 0-for, and we end up losing 4-3. Should have just ended on the last game. And believe it or not, look at that. Our last 4 at-bats, F9. Can you believe that? That's pretty crazy. But still, you know what? Not a great showing in that one, but again, at least we had a couple really good ones in this video. That first game, we ended up coming through with the game-winning single, and then, of course, in our start last Friday against the Biscuits, we just had a phenomenal game. I mean, 12 strikeouts in 6 innings. That's pretty insane. Now, hopefully, we'll end up having the same kind of success against the Clingstones in our start on Thursday. Again, the way that we pitched in the last one gives me a lot of confidence that we can go out there and deal against any team that we go against. So let's hope that that's going to be the case against these guys, and let's hope that we can actually bring our team back up to 500 at 27-27. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go down and drop a like. If you're new, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.